Welcome, my name is Emma. I'll start today off with a cleanse. The incense is cannabis scented. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that it's not. It doesn't actually smell like that. It smells good, but I'll invite you to start today with a deep breath. Lovely. And a little fit check. Here, I'll just move it down. Just have some white little shorts on. And I got this top at a new thrift store and I'm obsessed. I love it. Sorry about not posting a video yesterday. I went on a little trip, literally. Me and my boyfriend did like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive to our favorite beach. It's called China Beach, and while we were there, we brought some mushroom tea, and we sat there for about 2 hours, maybe 3, but it didn't end up hitting until we were leaving, and it was so incredibly funny. I was so like the whole drive home. Like, I was sitting in a ball. I kept sticking my feet out the window. I was all cuddled up and I couldn't stop humming, and I would not stop giggling because the real trip started and me and my boyfriend were laughing our fucking asses off in the parking lot. And then as soon as I was in the car, I was just like I could not stop giggling. Yeah, I started drinking the tea around 3 p.m. and then it lasted until 10. Like, once it was all done, my boyfriend was like, yeah, I was wondering when you were gonna come back down. It's like 10 p.m. and I was like, what? 10 p.m.? Where am I? But at the very end of my trip, I started to get quite emotional there, and the reason why is because my boyfriend and I are moving in together. And, you know, obviously it's positive emotion, but there's also a bit of like mourning. And that's because I'm going to be leaving my teenage bedroom behind. You know, I filmed almost all of my videos in there. And I've had that bedroom for the last 6-7 years. And I have, like, in my past, I've been very mentally ill. I was very self-conscious, not much confidence, but my bedroom was the one space where I felt like I could express myself. You know, it's very maximalist style in there. There's stuff all over the walls. It's very colorful and very bright, and you know, even when I was goth, I was goth a couple years ago, my room was bright and colorful, and it's just been a real safe space for me for a very long time. And at the end of my mushroom trip, I was just like, I got emotional and I was crying because I was just thinking about how much I'm gonna miss my teenage bedroom. But it's not even just the fact that I'm leaving my teenage bedroom behind. It feels like I'm leaving my old self behind for real. You know, I've spent this whole last year working on myself and this whole spiritual journey, and I have evolved past anything I ever could, I would have believed I could have been. And I'm a very powerful person. But actually getting rid of the surroundings and the parts of me that were in this part of my life instead of my new one. And it was just me realizing that me leaving that space is me truly stepping into the new part of my life. You know, since my bedroom was the only safe space for me, and then I worked on myself so much and I've accumulated so much self-love and all this stuff, it's like now my life can be my bedroom. It's not just my bedroom where I feel safe, it's my whole life that's like that. I don't need a place to hide. I don't need a place to curl up and feel safe. I make myself feel safe. So now I don't need that space, but it's really weird to think about that. I don't need it anymore. And I've gone through so much in that bedroom. You know, good times, bad times, crying, laughing, anger, grieving, depression, anxiety, happiness, laughter, all of it. I've gone through all of it in that bedroom. You know, there's parts of me in there that I don't even know anymore, that I can't even remember. And I just have such a strong emotional attachment that it's gonna be hard. And I'm gonna take the bedroom down all by myself. And my boyfriend keeps reminding me to make it a ritual, kind of like, you know, show my love for it, be happy, cry a little when I'm taking everything down, have the memory, think about where I got that decoration, think about what it all means to me before I don't have it anymore. And, you know, I'm very blessed to move on from that part of my life. Very, very, very blessed. That was the whole point of this journey, was to move on from the person I was in that space, but I didn't connect it exactly to leaving that space behind as well. And, you know, I've been so focused and so excited about moving in with my boyfriend that, yeah, I knew I was going to miss my bedroom. I knew that it wasn't always going to be like that, but it just really hit me last night in the realization that, oh, I actually do have to move on. Oh, I actually do have to step out of that. And I know that the space that I'm going to create with my boyfriend is going to be incredible. It's going to be enlightening. It's going to be a fresh new blank space of just the me I am now. It's going to be a space of only happiness and comfort and love. This video is just a reminder that moving on, even if it is for the better, isn't easy. Actually letting go and letting your old versions of yourself die isn't easy. You know, you can be a whole brand new person but still hold on to the person you were. But to step into the new part of your life, you have to mourn it. You have to grieve. You have to let it die. You have to let it go so you can truly retransform and become this new version and this new person without any past connections of who you used to be. So if you're going through that right now, know you're not alone. Know you're not crazy for being sad of letting go of the old bad or the old versions of you that you don't align with. It's okay to feel attached to something that necessarily wasn't aligned to your highest good, but it was you for so long. So you can't expect yourself to just be okay as soon as it's gone. It's gonna take time to get over. You're gonna have to process it. But know that everything's happening for the better. I think that's all I have for you today. Thank you. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.